y'all, welcome. I'm Tracy. This is my channel, Tracy from the Mermaid Cove. For those of you who are new or stopping by, welcome. Thank you. I do Trader Joe's, grocery hauls, different shopping things. They're not as much talking. My weight loss journey with gastric sleeve. I'm just going to begin Weight Watchers. So I think starting tomorrow, that's what this kind of, what I wore, what I'm eating will be kind of focused on. And you know, just my life, decluttering, you know, things I'm coping with. I started this channel because I lost my mother before COVID. Well, she died 17, 18, it's a blur. But then COVID happened and it was tough and scary. And my doctor suggested I do a couple things, and one was to do something that challenged me. And this learning YouTube was insanely challenging. I'm still just a novice and trying to start to learn more to zhuzh it up a bit. But so yeah, it's just me, about my life. 57 years old. I live in the DMV, Delmarva, Virginia. Work for county government. And yeah, I have a cat, Clara, who we lost her brother, Oscar. So some of you, I went through that on camera. And I don't know, it just makes me feel really connected. I have amazing humans in my life. One of my best friends, supporters, is dying just suffering. And that's been really hard. Well, as you can imagine, but I know how many people have been suffering. And I hope by me sharing, you don't feel alone, that, you know, you're not the only one. And I may not be the person, but reach out to people around you, maybe one person that you can trust, or they have even therapists online now. And I read like crazy because I've had lots of therapy. So I have a lot of knowledge in me and I have a lot of tools. What's going on now would maybe to think about a therapist. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, but what I'm doing today is like what I wore, what I ate, because I'm plus size and have been overweight most of my life. Clothes were just not an option. There weren't cute clothes. And then I lost weight and cute clothes kind of all cumbled together. So I'm just literally going through my closet a piece at a time. You can watch other videos where I've, you know, gone through a lot. On Instagram, I would try to wear, you know, take a picture of a shirt, see what people thought of it. Maybe I'll do that combined with this. And I'm starting Weight Watchers to, like I said, I had gastric sleeve and I just did a video on it. And that kind of stops you from eating. I mean, you can get around it because a lot of people, I mean, I've lost probably 100 pounds. A lot of people don't. And for Mary's, all kinds of reasons, but I did. And I've been kind of hovering around and playing around. I'm one of the few people that lost weight during COVID because I was sick and a nervous wreck. So, and until my mom died, that was never the experience for me. I always ate for comfort, for emotions. I don't know, I just love food. It was my best friend. I think about it all the time, and somehow it got me through, but then it started to hurt my health, and that's why I did the gastric sleeve. And but that really stops, so you really can't eat a lot of food, but it doesn't heal your relationship with your food. And that is the part I've been working on slowly. And it's the ironic thing is just loving yourself the way you are, listening to what you're telling yourself and challenging that. That's the biggest thing. You know, my therapist called, you know, my thoughts hostage takers, but I'm going to call them Vivian girls. I don't like the idea of hostage takers within my body, but these Vivian girls, there's an artist called, is it Henry Darger, right, Mims? That Mimi and my friend Heather and I loved. And he's outside our art. I think he was a janitor and he died, and but he had this huge war of this Vivian girls, and they're just ferocious. But he used like 1930 girl coloring books. It's just mind-blowing. But to me, somehow, it's this young girl in me that's gone wild, that is feral and doesn't feel like she had anyone's attention. Nobody listened to her. And so she got what she wanted in a negative bullying way. So I've lost you already, I bet. But yeah, so it's that voice, it's their voice, it's what they want, what they're afraid of, what they demand that needs to be heard. And that I think is where I'm going to heal my relationship with food, when I heal my relationship with that part of myself. So that's really what this is about. It's not about being on the scale. And so I'm going to use Weight Watchers 1 because it sets that off in me anytime there's limitations. But it's also a good program, and there's so many choices. And I've been doing it for about 5 days, so I've had a strange weekend. So it's not going to, but I'm doing probably easily three times what they're giving me to actually lose weight. And it's not a huge volume, but it's high caloric choices. And I just want to feel good, because I wake up sometimes in the morning, I feel shitty. Well, yeah, you've literally not put anything in your body that it can use to start to do what it needs to do. And now, I'm 57, edging over to those 60s. I would like to be as strong and be able to take care of myself and be on my own side. And that is a part of me. These Vivian girls, these wild girls running around, want cake and candy when they want it, don't want to go to sleep, don't want to wake up, don't want to do anything but have fun and run wild. So they sure don't like gardening, let me tell you. Anyway, I'll be talking more about that in my next video. So today, this is what I'm wearing. I think it's a little big, but I like it for now. I think it's fine. Now these pants, I don't know, how do I do this? I don't have a mirror. So anyway, so you can see the pants are kind of mimic that color. And I like the little gold sort of thing. But anyway, that's what I'm wearing. It's probably from the Avenue, long time ago. I have, you would not believe, tons of clothes, but I've let so many go already. And I actually feel lighter and better because of that. And I think when you do that, it lets you go to the next step you need to take. So for lunch, okay, so I had some hard stuff happen on Sunday. Really like life-changing stuff. And I'll talk about it one day, but epic. That involves wounds as a child, as a 17-year-old even. And sometimes when other people cause you pain, if you rage against them, get entangled in that energy, you're not going to be okay. But if you take that energy, you take that feeling, that wound, there was a wound because it hurt so bad, and I have no relationship with this person. And, but it brought me to a wound that I'm gonna cry. I hadn't realized since I was 17 that I had been carrying the burden and guilt of something that was not mine, was actually my father's to carry. And it's been so painful. It's almost like giving birth. It's like expelling this out of my body, literally. Mostly through tears, but my stomach has hurt and I've had diarrhea, and it's an all over body reaction. And I've been spending time meditating, which I've always threatened to do, which so many people that I've gone to for advice have told me to do. And but I've been doing it, and I've been listening to the voices, who have my, they're, whether you believe this or not. I had a book by Doris. I can't even think. Anyway, Doris anyway, I'll show you it. I really can't remember. So anyway, it's about having a relationship with your angels. And I opened it, and she said, they can't do anything if you don't ask for help. And I've known this. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to start asking for help, and I'm going to try to quiet my mind to hear the answers. And that's what I've been doing. And it's painful, but it's painful in the best way that you're going to give birth to a new life. It's that epic. It's that epic. And so right now I just feel sick. I don't know what I feel. I feel like maybe when something's been cut out of you, or, you know, it's not healed yet, it's raw. That spot where it was is raw. And that's how I feel. And but I'm grateful. I had no idea that I was carrying this burden and this guilt when it was really my father's. So it has been a couple of days. I stayed home yesterday and just let myself feel how I wanted to feel, because, you know, today I gotta kind of keep it together. People don't like, you know, get a little upset when you're crying. But I can promise you, don't go away sad or worried for me, because this is life-changing in the best way possible. It took me 30 years to get here, but I am not that little girl, that young girl, that naive girl, that girl who tried so hard to please everybody, and if anything went wrong, it was her fault. And my parents did not do a lot to dissuade me of that. So I'm not her. I can take care of myself. I can, and will. And I'm going to take care of her while we figure this out and we heal this wound. There's a big emptiness, and I'm not filling it up with anything. Nothing. I'm going to let it be. I'm going to start, you know, I've been journaling out my guts. I've been praying. I've been listening. I've been reading spiritual affirmations out loud. I've been starting my day. I've been moving my body. I've been drinking water like there is literally no tomorrow, and my protein shake. And I'm eating grapes and strawberries, which I'm getting ready to cut up some strawberries. I made some eggs with ham, which I can't eat now, but I'm going to have it with me if I need it. Just going to have the preparation ready. So when the girls kick in, Miss Vivian girls, and I'm going to try to find a picture for you and link it to this. And I think I'm going to start doing this, not instead of linking it up for a week, I'm going to do this every day, because as I struggle through this, and, you know, I like feedback and support. So it's going to be an everyday thing. I'm not sure if I just want to do, I think I'll just do it in the morning and talk about what my goals are and just where I am and what I'd like to accomplish. But the key here is, and I'm going to tell you this, the key is when you don't do what you said you would do, this promise you made to yourself or to whoever is in your head. If you don't do it, you're still good. You're still okay. You're still lovable. You still matter. And that is the part I think that people don't work on. These are, oh, let's lose weight. Let's restrict. You can't buy that. You can't do that. You can't see that. No. That keeps you safe, right? Because whatever's going on wants you to say no and keep you right where you are, where they got you. So the more I'm going to say yes, and I'm going to forgive myself. Yesterday, I was driving to admissions, and about halfway there, I remembered I had to go to the bank too, and I was doing all this to get all the bank stuff ready. I'd forgotten my admission slip. And I laughed, and I thought, well, that's not shocking, is it? You're a crazy woman right now. And I moved on. And later, I realized I did not beat myself up. I did not call myself ugly things that I don't deserve. I mean, if I were sitting next to people talking like that, I would move away. When it's in you, you move it with you. I'm so thankful because I'm starting to make change and progress and give myself peace because I'm focused on the problem, not the solution. I'm focused on the problem, and the problem is, how do I talk to myself or not take care of myself when I perceive I did not do something I think I should be doing, that I bought something that I thought I shouldn't buy, when I eat something that I thought I shouldn't eat, when I sleep in and can't get up in the morning to go walk. How am I treating myself? Because honestly, you're busy over here, right? My therapist said this once, you're busy over here with balls, but all the work and trauma is here, right? And I've slowly been dropping those balls, worrying about how much I eat, not shopping at all like I used to do, not buying clothes, not buying art supplies, just being careful about what I bring into my home. And I still have some stuff to do with grocery hauls and food because it's fun and I want to share, but I'm reevaluating what does that mean? If I don't do this, people aren't going to want to watch my hauls, right? I mean, I'm not the best Trader Joe's hauler. I'm not Katie Hespy or who's that other one, that list lady. I'm not. So it's going to be about me. And this will be me in progress. So I would wish for everyone, my takeaway is that start listening. Quiet your mind. Try, and that means maybe you can do it a second. There's no like, oh, I got to do a minute of quieting my mind or I'm just a loser. No, see, that's what you want to hear. Even write it down. That's what you want to hear. That's where the work is. And I think until that, and that is coming from a bully, from someone who's scared, from a part of you that never got what it thought it needed, who's been ignored, yelled at, hated. And all of a sudden you're like, oh, there you are. Okay, come on. No, you have work to do with that. Almost like think of a feral animal that somebody has gotten now and they're going to try to tame or to let it get to a point where it can have quality of life. It may not have the quality of life that when it was a puppy or a kitten, that it was with loving people from the beginning. But we have all seen that, especially if you're on YouTube or Instagram. Animals want love. They want consistency. That's what they want. And they want boundaries. So now it's like, maybe that's better for you. There's a feral animal. There's a feral part of yourself, a wild part. And it's not about taming it. It's about listening and understanding and giving it a place in your life. So, this is what I'm wearing. I got a little overcooked. I got some eggs and tomato and ham to pick off today when I feel like I need some. I'm going to have some lovely, y'all, look at this. Fruit is common. Oh my God, perfect. And I always got my popcorn. So that's it. I'm going to try to post this today. But I'm going to be feeling this out and figure out how this is going to work for me. And and hopefully you guys will like it. One of my friends said, just do Trader Joe's. I'm like, no, that's not what I'm doing. I'm not. I want to do me. And hopefully people will want to watch it. Or sometimes, maybe, whatever. But I got to be happy with what I'm doing. And as much as I love the Dollar Tree, and I do, I'm not sure, not judging anyone, that for me, just talking about little things I bought is enough. I like to do it and I want to do it again because it's fun to share, but I don't think it's enough. And in the beginning, I kind of felt that. Like, it took me a while to get to me and comfortable sharing me. And one thing the pandemic has taught us, we're all the same. You can call it different we all have a heart and a soul and pain and happiness and all of it. We're all just maybe call it something different. So that is why I'm here. To share things, but mostly to share myself. So I hope you share yourself. I hope you comment and introduce yourself. Let me know how you're doing. Because the world's hurting, right? And you can't change the world, but you can try to heal your own hurt. And that's what the world needs. Not guns, not legislation. It needs people willing to put their own pain and open it and just deal with it. Share it, live it, incorporate it. It's my feeling. Namaste. I like you guys. I just love you guys. And there's a core group, and you're why I've continued to post. I think I would have stopped because I was in this mindset of like, oh my God, I'm not getting any followers. Look, this person seems boring and they've got tons of followers, which is not a good headspace for me to be in comparing, because I'm going to come up short every single time. So I just started like trying to hand that over to God. Like, okay, I'm not going to look at numbers. I'm going to do what I do. That's it, and that's all I can do. right? That's it. I can't be somebody else. And, you know, I don't even know how to work the lighting I get. I have one ring light. I'm clueless. So I'm going to try to work on little things like that, just, you know, to learn and, you know, engage my brain. And okay, let me get ready to go to work, you guys. I'm going to try to post this in my Trader Joe's today. Won't be able to do it till later, so we'll see how it goes. Sometimes YouTube is very difficult. Okay, guys. And I appreciate your listening, your love, and your support. I feel it. I feel it.